Hi, my name is Greg Beck, and I'm Vice President of the Grain Division, and I'd like to introduce you to our premium grains programs here at CGB. Our program started 1990. That was 22 years ago, and really the program started out by selling what we called PHF corn. That's post-harvest free, no chemicals on it. And since then it's evolved into many different programs, from specialty soybeans for food to not genetically modified corn or soybeans. The reason is that there's a lot of countries in the world, a lot of people all over the world, that are very nervous about the food that they eat. They don't have the trust in their government systems like we here in the United States do, where we have complete trust in our FDA. This is primarily the people in Europe and the people of Japan. They're very sensitive to mycotoxins, which would be aflatoxin or vomitoxin, very sensitive to trace chemicals, things that might be like malathion that are used in farm bins to keep weevils out of our corn crop, and even trace minerals, things like lead, that are very poisonous to the food supply. These things are very serious issues, and they're especially worrisome to people overseas that don't have their own food supply and have to rely on imports coming from the United States. Some of the United States are even questioning the safety of our own food supply here that we're growing domestically. California recently placed a ballot that was not passed, but it would require food manufacturers to label whether the food was grown with genetically or not genetically modified foods. This measure did not pass, but it does show the seriousness of the situation for some groups on the West Coast. Also, we're seeing the passage of the Food Safety Modernization Act from Congress. Congress and the FDA are also getting increasingly worried about our food supply and the safety of our food supply. Some of this develops from terrorism, but also it comes from the same sources, the same concerns about mycotoxins, chemicals in our food, things such as this. It's a science that we're very comfortable here within the United States by and large, but people overseas, again, Europe and Japan, frankly, are very nervous about this. CGB, as far as genetically modified food goes, we're very comfortable with the technology, and as a corporation, we're very comfortable and we're very pro the use of genetically modified grains and for soy. Why is this? The yield protection is phenomenal for genetically modified foods. So that's why it's a good thing for the U.S. farmer, and it's a good thing for CGB to have higher yielding crops grown here in the United States that we can export around the world. At the same time, we realize that those countries that do not feel comfortable with genetic modification should have a choice in their food supply. So it's this choice, that's the whole purpose of premium grains. We respect that choice, and it's a market that already exists. And so we're trying to link farmers here in the United States with those people, food consumers, that are interested in not genetically modified corn or soybeans to feed to livestock. They're very concerned not only with their meat, but eggs, dairy, pork, any number of products that come from livestock. What we're doing is we're looking for groups of farmers, small or large, that will take extra caution, extra care, have extra concern with the crops that they're growing to make sure that they don't get commingled. All countries of the world have a slight tolerance for some contamination to have some genetically modified material in their grain supply, but these tolerances are very, very slight. Therefore, we have to manage our whole system at the farm level, at the CGB grain receiving level, and at the export level to ensure that the purity remains very, very high. So attention to detail, care, concern is of utmost importance. We're also aware that farmers are concerned about a yield loss by growing not genetically modified corns. To make up for the monetary difference in this for farmers, we pay premiums. These premiums should not only take care of the yield loss that a farmer may suffer if they grow not genetically modified corn, but it should also pay them for the extra frustration, the extra management, the extra care and concern that they have to go through to keep the crop entirely segregated. So I hope you appreciate this quick and brief introduction into our Premium Grains program. We're very excited about the program, and we encourage you to check out our full video selection to learn more about specific programs and about other requirements from CGB. Thank you. Have a great day.